Riverside.
Powered by Riverside FM.
I herald his beginning. I herald your end. I herald
the Jerry Torres program.
What I'm trying to say is that if I can change,
Я думаю, что каждый тоже изменился
and
сегодня.
you can change,
Вы можете измениться.
everybody can change.
Каждый может измениться.
You're listening to WildFireRadio.com presents the Jerry Torres program. No bad news, no sad news, no politics, no religion, just happy fun stuff. And now, here's your host, Jerry Torres.
Five-time Emmy Award-winning anchor Ron Burgundy and Tits McGee.
Now go to that voodoo that you do so
Well,
so awkward.
welcome. Well, oh my God. Welcome everyone to another edition episode of the Jerry Torres program. I appreciate everybody coming on, staying on, when you, when I'ma do, whatever, man. Anyway, welcome everyone to another edition episode of the Jerry Torres program. I appreciate everybody coming on, staying on. Thank you so much, man. Well, it is a Friday, and I got no plans. Normally I do, but tonight I don't. So I'm just going to stay home. I'm going to do my podcast and then take a shower. And then after my shower, probably just do my usual, write comedy, just relax. I had a long, very busy day. I did, man. I had to go grocery shopping, and then I had to go to my eye doctor. And then after the eye doctor, I said, what else? I went to the gym. And then after the gym, it was like one thing after another thing. Then I went to Marshall's, and I was like, oh, my God. I started everything like around 10:30. I didn't get home like around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I didn't even put gas in my car. I still have enough, to get me by for tomorrow, but oh, good goobity goop. Man, you want to talk about a busy, hectic schedule? Well, I had it, dude. So anyway, let's begin, people, man. So I'm getting contact lenses so I can put on my Meta Ray-Ban glasses. Yeah. So, I figured why not? It's like how much is a pair of Ray-Ban? Well, I think what I wanted, But you know what, people? I think it's time for me to get on. Wait a minute. Do I have it on here? Let me see here. I know I have it on here. Here we go. I think I'll get on TikTok Live. Oops. Wait a minute. Oh my God. What the hell? Oh my goodness. No, I'm leaving it on there until I get it. Oh my Lord. All right, how about this one? Tick, tick, tick. Here we go. Tick, 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 tick. There we go. TikTok. Yeah, I'm going to get on TikTok Live for a little while. As a matter of fact, let me post up one now. Here we go. And here we go. Hey, I'm on TikTok Live right now. So if everybody's interested in joining me, please do. The Jerry Torres program is on live now. So I'm asking everyone, join me later. All right. So do that next. All right. Go ahead and go here live now. Bing, bam, boom. Join me. And yeah, PDBDBDoo. Okay, post that. And then after that, wait for a little while. Get on here. Yika bam boom boom boom. Wait 20 seconds. So before I get on TikTok, let's see what have I got here.
My friend, you need more practice.
Oh, shut up.
Oh, fiddlesticks.
Oh, man. Okay, so now I go on TikTok Live. Here we go. All right. Welcome. Hey, everybody. How y'all doing out there in TikTok world? Anyway, welcome, everybody. Yeah. Oh, my goodness, man. So let us begin, people. Yeah, man. So, like I said, today was just a busy, hectic day, man. I just managed to get things done that I need to get done. Damn it. Let me get this off. There we go. All right. So, what did I do? Yeah, I didn't put gas in my car. I ran 3 miles at home and 3 miles at the gym. You know what I mean? I figured, why not? Why not just run like an extra 3? You know, I didn't do 6. I normally do 3 to 4 miles when I run, but today I was like, you know what? I got a treadmill at home. It was early in the morning. I said, you know what? Let me run a good 3 miles at home, and that's what I did. I ran 3 miles. Normally that's 48 minutes, right? So I was like, okay. So then all of a sudden, like, I was like, damn, should I just go to the gym? And I was like, you know what? Let me take a shower. So I took a shower, got clean, got refreshed, put an extra fresh pair of gym clothes. And then I grabbed my gym bag and I just said, you know what? I am going to go to the gym. I said, screw it. I'm going to the gym. And then I did. I went to the gym. Excuse me. And I worked out there I ran another 3 miles for 48 minutes. And then after that, took a shower. And then that's when I did everything. Everything, man. I had to send a package out to UPS. And thank God there was this plaza in Burlington, New Jersey. And this plaza was so immensely convenient. It had everything. It had the Burlington Coat Factory, right? Then after the Burlington Coat Factory, I figured, well, you know what? Let me go to Hallmark. Went to Hallmark, bought a couple stuff. I'm going to send to a package to someone very special. And next thing you know, there was the UPS store. And I was like, wow, okay. So I figured, let me kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Well, why not? So that's what I did. I went inside UPS and I said, hey, I like this. And the guy working behind the counter was an awesome dude. So cool, man. I don't know how old he was, but damn it, he was so nice. And he was like, yo, I got you, man. I got you. I was like, oh, thank you, brother.
Awesome.
So next thing you know, I was like, I said, I need this by next day. And he was like, oh, let me see. Hey, you were on here before. I was like, well, yeah. Send a package, overnight. And he was like, well, okay, well, I'll tell you what. It could get there by 12 o'clock tomorrow. And I thought I was going to pay $95 like I did the first time. Hell no, $70. 75 with some taxes. Yeah, it came out to 75, some change. I still have the receipt. So next thing you know, the package was there. I was like, damn, thank you. I was like, wow, okay. So this kid was so cool. And he grabbed a good sized box and all of a sudden he put a nice in there. Instead of bubble wrap or popcorn, he put like this paper around it and he secured it so well. I was like, damn, dude, you're cool as hell. I was like, man, oh man, kid must have been like in his 20s. I was like, you know what? Thank you so much. He wrapped it up. He hooked me up, gave me a nice discount because I was a regular customer there. And next thing you know, package is on its way. I was like, damn. He says, by 12 o'clock, sir, your package will be there. I was like, thank you so much. Wait a minute. Do I have my receipt? It's in the damn. But anyway, so I was real happy, ecstatic that, under the Lord's goodwill and the package will get there by tomorrow at 12. Should I track it? I've been thinking about it, but I was like, you know what? Nah, I trust UPS to make sure it gets there. You know what I mean? And the person that receives it, I hope under God's goodwill that they will contact me to let me know that they got it. So hey, we'll see what happens, man. Just keep our fingers crossed and the Lord's prayer and a good cross there. You know what? A lot of people are coming on right now, but thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. I managed to get everything done today. I went to my eye doctor. Everything is fine. I'm getting contact lenses, but I'm still going to wear my glasses. But the Ray Ray-Ban Meta glasses that I bought. I was hoping they can put prescription lenses in there, but there's an issue. They can't tamper with the lenses. And the reason why, because the cutter, and then he has to put heat, and he's so afraid. No, that it can't be done. That's what the guy said. Because you can go to any eye doctor place, they'll tell you the same thing we do. We can touch it, but it's a risk. And he's like, what do you mean? So he was saying that these Meta glasses are connected. All the glasses are connected, even the lenses. Tampering with the lens could be risky. In other words, a little slight accidental cut, a wrong move on the lens could damage the entire glass frame. So in other words, it can screw it all up, man. So I was like, damn. I paid $300 something for these glasses. But you know what, though? That's okay. I'm going to get contact lenses anyway, just so I could put on my Meta glasses, and wear them just to hear music, take pictures, do this, do that, and just have fun. Because don't get me wrong, I love wearing my glasses because it helps me with reading. It helps me with my writing and stuff like that. But lately, it's like, I'm not saying that my eyes are getting bad. No, I'm just saying that if that road comes down where I have to wear my glasses 24/7, I just make sure I have my glasses and my contact lenses just in case. Like my glasses with me and then my lenses as backup. There you go. So I can wear my Meta glasses. I think that's what you call it, Meta. Yeah, hey, Meta. Oh man, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, let's see who else is up here. Well, there's a lot of good people up here. You know what? Let me send them out to this person right there. There you go. So last night I did a comedy show, and everybody was great. It was at the Jamaican Caribbean restaurant called Sassy in Marlton, New Jersey. And all the comedians were great. I did my 5 minutes. I couldn't stick around. I was so exhausted and tired. I just wanted to get home. And I did my 5 minutes. The room was great. The people were awesome. Very, kind to each other. PC fan, you left. Fine, go. So I did my 5 minutes. And then after that, I just said, you know what? Let me just go home. Went home, took a shower. And something last night happened. I said, that wasn't me last night. I don't know what happened. I wasn't scared. It wasn't like, stage fright or nothing like that. Nothing like that. But something inside of me was like, Joe, you know what? I got to stick to the old material before I use the new material. So from here on out, I'm going to stick to old material for the moment. And then when it's new material, I'll slide in the new material. That's what I'll do. I'll slide it in. Oh, man. Lindog, how you doing? And you left. Good. Goodbye. Anyway. So you got to learn this business like crazy, man. I don't know why in hell do I start. It's only an open mic. That's the thing, though. It's only an open mic that I have this habit. Look, open mics when you try your new material. Okay? That's understandable. When you're doing a regular show, you pretty much have to stick to the old stuff that works, like the hard-hitting stuff. And then down the road, you can slide in the new. Just slide it in, Do I have a slide sound effect? I don't think so. Let me see if I do. No, I don't. Wait a minute. There we go. Sound effects. Wait. All sounds. You know what? Screw it, man. Sheesh. What the hell was that? Oh, there's balloon popping. And this one. That one I like better. But anyway. So I managed to get things done that I needed to get done, man. And, oops, there we go. All right. Keeping an eye on my father. Yeah. I have a little baby monitor where I keep an eye on my dad. I mean, because I'm up here in my studio and my father's downstairs. I'm making sure he doesn't like wander off. He's watching baseball. He loves baseball. It doesn't matter what team it is. As long as it's sport baseball, he'll watch it. He even like watched softball. You know what I mean? I was like, all right, hey, it's you want to watch softball? Go ahead. Gunnar Hicks, how you doing, buddy? Pleasure to have you on, my friend. So it's like when you slide the key thing when you're doing stand-up comedy is when you have new material, right? Do it in open mic night. You're working out the kinks. You're cutting out the fat. You're going to use what works, what doesn't work, and you're going to figure out how to make it hysterical. Not hysterical. I would say hysterical, funny, acceptable to the audience and to yourself. Hey, Helium Girl, how are you, my dear? And she left again. Wow, why is it that people that come on don't want to go? Don't want to stay on? Anyway, so that's the key when you're doing stand-up comedy is that if you have old material that works, stick with it. You know what I mean? In each and every show that you do, and then slide it into it. Slide it in. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm using the stuff that's old, that works a lot, There's this part that I'm working on, let me just bring it over here and so just deliver it on the stage and then just slide in. You never know. 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. It'll work. But the way is when you try new material is during open mic. And open mic is better because it's the comedians, very little crowd, and that way, you can like say, okay, you can record yourself and be like, okay, they didn't laugh at that, but they laughed at this, and then you just write it down. But they laughed at that, but they didn't laugh at this. It's a science. It's a full mathematical science when it comes to new material in the stand-up world. But you learn. I'm still learning. Over the years I've been doing it, I'm still learning, man. But I have fun. I have a lot of fun doing it. Yes, I do. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Well, let me just go by to the weather. Damn it, we finally got cool weather, man. Oh, my God. Finally, some nice, cool weather. Yeah, round of applause, damn it. Yeah. When the hell did a bear come in there, damn it? Anyway. Finally, some cool weather, dude. I loved it. I loved it immensely, man. I still had to wear shorts, but I mean, it wasn't that hot. It wasn't humid. And I felt relaxed for the first time, man. I managed to just, just to finally relax. Because I felt the cool breeze. There was clouds. It was like 82. I was like, You know what? And I managed to get, when I was doing my errands, right? I wasn't sweating. I mean, I was not sweating at all. I was like, wow, I'm cool. I mean, I was like, I can manage not to run from place to place in a fast pace just to get some air conditioning, No, I took my time. I paced myself. I walked, and I was like, "Wow, okay, let me go to Marshalls." Okay, then I went to Marshalls. Then I went to Burlington Coat Factory, and then I walked to Hallmark. And then I walked to UPS. I was like, "Oh my goodness, this is a cool day," And I was like, "Not just a cool day. Hold up, man. It was to me. It was finally enjoying what summer should be. What the hell?" Ping. Oh, there we go. Ping. Yeah. So it's a finally cool day. Enough to bring out penguins. All right. It was a really nice day today. And my heart goes out to the people of that wildfire that's going on. Another one. Let's blame Canada, people. Yeah. All right. Canada, you know what? Those Americans pretty much enjoy their nice. What the hell am I sounding? It sounds more like a Chicagoan. Hey, those Americans enjoy too much hot weather. Just give them our haze and fire. Hey, I was like, my heart goes out to the people there. I hope everybody's okay. If you're interested in helping, contact your local Red Cross to give a hand, to donate some stuff for those peoples that are going through this horrific fire that's going on down there. Oh man. So I for one, am just, you know, enjoying it while it lasts because come next week it'll be back up to the 90s. Freaking sucks, man. I cannot wait till like summer is officially over. We're almost there, really close, 3 more weeks of school, kids. Ha ha ha. So enjoy while it lasts. And that's what I saw today when I was in Burlington Coat Factory. I walked in there. Then I normally go to Marshall's. No, I always go to Marshall's and Burlington Coat Factory. And the reason why you can come across something that you like and buy and not worry about spending an arm, leg, and one form of a body part, So I walked into Marshall's, right? Just to find, I needed to buy a knife for cooking, and I needed to buy a candle. So I walked in there and I was like, okay, cool. And I must have saw parents with their kids, and they were like ready buying back to school clothes, right? And these clothes were really nice. I was like, wow, especially the clothes at Marshall's. Hold on. Blech. When you see the clothes at Marshall's that they have, especially at Walmart, I was in Walmart. They had really nice clothes. I was like, yo, hold up. Walmart never had nice clothes. I walked in there. I thought I was in like a Louis Vuitton store or something. I was like, whoa, what am I looking at? Then I walked into the Burlington Coat Factory. No, I walked into Marshall's, like I was saying earlier. Same thing. Like these name brand clothes. I was like jeans, shirts, and sweaters. I was like, hold up. What the hell's going on here? But I saw a lot of parents with their kids already like filling up their shopping carts because they know when you go to the Burlington Coat Factory or Marshall's, it's affordable. I mean, it's the clothes there are like they're name brands. A lot of them, you got to catch them though, and they buy. I saw one mom with her 2 kids, teenage kids, and the mom was like, okay, get what you like and get, the same thing with the daughter. Don't get no toys. Don't be getting no soap. Don't be getting no cologne. We're here to buy clothes. All right. So get the clothes that you need. Next thing you know, the son was like, came back with 4 pairs of jeans and like 5 pairs of shirts and a new book bag. The daughter was like, oh, I found these shoes and this outfit, whatever. And I was like, whoa. And next thing you know, I saw the shopping cart full to the brim. With mom stuff, you know what I mean? But with her kids and her, kids in her with her stuff and the kids stuff, and they were prepared. I think their school shopping was over from what I saw today. They don't have to go to Kohl's, they don't have to go to Macy's, they don't have to go to no expensive Louis Vuitton store. I was like, nope, you guys are done. You guys are pretty much done. Your school shopping is over. Why the hell are the penguins back again? All right, get them out of here. Get them out of here. They stink. All right, sheesh.
Don't on me.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man. So, when I was a kid, though, I remember looking back, I was like, these kids were independent, man. They knew what they wanted. They walked into the store, they grabbed what they wanted, without even bother trying it on. Like the kids knew their sizes right there, And I was like, what the hell? This is crazy. Hey, Stephanie. So they were grabbing the stuff that they needed. So when they go back to school, I think some of them start next week or the following week. And I just sat there watching them. Hey, Colo Folk, I believe that's what you call it. Hello, Linda Castilla. Is that Italiana? Hello, how are you? Let me give a shout out to my new buddy here. Hello, Linda Castilla, 61. You don't look 61. Get out of here. You're 25. She's so young. Yeah, I just threw you a compliment. Now she's like, I'm going to stay here. I like him. Yeah, so I'm watching these kids like on their own, buying their clothes, ready to go back to school clothes. I was like, man, these kids had it made. When I was a kid, my mom had to walk in there with me in the dressing room. I hated that. She would be like, no, these jeans are too tight. Grab these other pair, Jeff. Try these. I was like, Mom, what the hell? I want to wear the Metallica t-shirt. No, you're going to wear a nice shirt with a collar. I was like, You know, it's a public school, right, Mom? Well, technically, I went to a Catholic school. That helped. No, it didn't. You know what I mean? It was hell on earth. I had to wear a uniform. Yeah. And uniforms suck. They do. School uniforms, why? I don't know. So I remember as a kid going in there, and I was like, oh, man, this is embarrassing. My mom was like, grabs the clothes she thinks I should wear, and she's going to buy. So next thing you know, I was that kid, and yeah, bought the clothes. You know. But as time went on, when I was in high school, I was dependent. I didn't need no parents to come with me to go shopping. I remember I had a part-time job, and I would put money to the side to go buy some school clothes of what I liked and what I needed. And I was like, you know what? This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to buy. And I feel good. I think it was my freshman year that I started to experience that independence, you know? I had a part-time job when there were malls. I must have worked in like 3 or 4 different stores. Excuse me. Yeah. Well, they tore the Burlington Mall down, which I'm glad, because there was a time when malls were malls. You know, it was like something to go to, something to look forward to. You hang out with your friends. They had arcade games. You could just hang out and have a good time. And those days are done now. Malls are dying. You know, now they're just tearing them down and building them in apartments or condominiums. It's a sad time. Some of them are becoming warehouses. It's a sad time, you know, but there was a time when malls were so exciting to go to when I was a teenager, man. I remember it was like, damn, you know what? Let me go. Every time I went to the Burlington Mall, they had this arcade place there. They had a pizza shop. They had so many food shops. It was a time when it was just so much fun to go to, you know? But those days are done, man. Now all these malls that are still standing and trying to hold on, hoping that they can be back to the way they were. Nah, it's not going to happen. Malls are dying. They're just now an endangered species. If there was a mall that would survive, it would pretty much be malls in a township, in a county that would have money. You know, like the Cherry Hill Mall is still open. I mean, it's still thriving. It still has stores. I was like, what the hell? Morristown Mall, same thing. It's still holding on. They're losing stores, but again, it's still holding on. But I mean, there was a time when malls were just so excited to go to. They're not anymore. It sucks, man. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, man. So I saw 4 games of the NFL preseason. Wait a minute. Where the hell is it? Okay, I have it here. You know what? Let me get over here. Okay, hold on. Slide over here. Slide over there. Okay, there we go. There we go. Yeah.
Touchdown!
All right. What the hell was this? All right. So I saw the NFL preseasons. It wasn't much. You know what I mean? They were starting their rookies, their starters. There was a 16-man practice squad, you know. And already they got a couple people hurt. Not their star players. I'm sure they learned that lesson many years ago. But a couple starters, couple rookies got injured. Some of them could be out for like 6 weeks. Some of them could be out in like next preseason game. So I think they should just do flag or touch football. You know, that's it. Regan Goddess, how you doing? Pleasure to have you on. Oh my God. So many of them got hurt already. Can you believe that? It sucks. It's sad, man. And they were like, oh, I just got injured. How? I sat down. I just walked over there. There was a tackle yesterday. I think it was in Seattle Seahawks. Some guy got rocked, man. Little too early to do that, guys. I mean, they should do like touch football or flag. I think they should just during preseason games hold back on the tackles, hold back on the hard hits. Because listen, it's preseason. You're starting out. You're practicing. You're feeling the field. You're feeling the plays. You know, you're knowing the system. You know, for you to go out there and start tackling people in preseason games, you're risking it. You know, you are really risking it because imagine a rookie that just got signed, right? And all of a sudden he's like, "Whoa, I'm going to play for the big boys now. I'm so excited." And all of a sudden, hey, preseason's going to start. He's like, "Wow, all right." So he got his playbook. He's reading it left and right, you know, knowing the patterns, knowing the plays, knowing the strategies. And he's like, okay. All of a sudden, like, preseason game starts and you're up against another team and you're like, "Oh, wow." And all of a sudden he's like, "Coach, can I get in?" "Not yet. We're going to try a couple people, you know, look at them. Everybody's watching you guys to make sure." But I'm just like, I'm from college." She's like, "Yeah, that's cool. But now you play for the pros. Stupid. Sit down, you know." So next thing you know, finally the coach is like, "Hey, Kowalski, whatever. I can't make up a name." Kowalski gets out, finally steps onto the professional field, and he's all friends and family are watching him. They're looking at him, and then all of a sudden, you know, and wait a minute, you know what? Let me get a good sound effect. So Kowalski gets out, and immediately, damn it, what the hell, man? It's like, oh, good Lord. And immediately the crowd starts cheering when Kowalski hits the field. He starts waving to the crowd. He loves it. And then all of a sudden, he gets tackled. He gets, oh, what the hell? Oh, man, that was long. Damn it. And all of a sudden, Kowalski gets sacked and he gets hurt, you know. All of a sudden, he gets injured. He gets hurt. You know, all of a sudden, the medic vac comes by to pick him up. And then next thing you know, they tell him, "Hey, you're going to be out for the next 4 weeks." What happened? You're dumb. That's why. You know, it's like, we're dumb. You know, you can't listen. Anyone knows when you play for the NFL, especially when you're a starter, you're a rookie. The chances are of you not to get tackled, not to get hit, is pretty much you're risking it. You know, you're risking your dream. Let's see who's up in here. Okay. Anyone knows that in the NFL, you're risking it big time. That's the game. That's part of the game. That's what you signed up for. I don't want to see anybody get hurt. I don't want to see anybody get injured or out for the season. No. Especially a pro player. That's why they don't put them out there. They're there to pretty much coach them, let them know, hey, a wide receiver, you know, veteran wide receiver, he's out there, new rookie wide receiver. Okay, kid, that's what you're doing right. Same with the quarterback. Hey, yo, come here. You're starting a new quarterback. Come here. You already know the plays, but I'm trying to teach you what we're going to do. Well, you know, center, defensive lineman, a strong safety, doesn't matter. If they're veterans, they've been in the play for a long time, listen to them. Pray for Sunshine. How are you, my dear? Welcome. Let's see. Pray for Sunshine, and she left. Fine, leave. I don't need you. I should not say that, you know? Oh, man. But 9 out of 10, everyone knows that's what they signed for. That's the risk that they're taking. Going out on the field, not knowing if they're going to get a bone broken, sprain, back busted, you know, muscle pull. I think they should just do no tackles at all. No hard hits. Just like two-hand touch or flag around you, you know? Just so everyone can play it safe during preseason. I mean, maybe one day that'll happen. But for right now, that guy from the Seattle Seahawks, he got rocked, dude. I was like, already? Really? Preseason game? You gonna do that? I was like, oh, the guy was okay. He just got his, you know, his ding belled, you know, his bell ding. There you go. That's what I meant to say. Wait a minute. Damn it. Oh my God. All right, bell. There you go. He got his bell dinged. No, he got his bell dinged. No, bell dinged. I like this one better. That's the one. It's a risk that they're taking, man. That's what they signed for. That's what they played for all their lives. Man, what are you gonna do? Well, 3 more weeks till NFL season officially starts. And yesterday, what is it? 2, 4, 6. Like 6 teams played yesterday. And the tush push is still in. It's not out. I'm kind of glad. You know what I mean? They use that in rugby, and now they're bringing it to the NFL. So far, no rule or regulation has banned it yet. So I guess they're accepting it because every team could use a tush push, a tushy pushy. Yeah, that's right. Oh man, you know what? Screw it. A tush push. There you go. Anyway, so after the show last night, I was a little hungry, just a little bit. And I'm watching my diet. I have a diet I'm really strict on, and I'm kind of happy I'm going by it. I was hungry yesterday, and I decided to say, you know what? What is there to eat? I was like, I'm not going to eat nothing fried. I am not going to eat no chips. I have the keto bread that's like 8 to 9 or 10 fiber grams of fiber. I was like, all right. And I didn't want to make a sandwich, like, lettuce, tomato, ham, or turkey. I was like, damn it. I wanted something sweet. So I grabbed the bread, my keto bread, and I did not want to make a ham and cheese sandwich. I was like, no, okay. I looked around. I saw salami. I was like, no, I don't want to put mayo or mustard. I was like, damn it, I just want something sweet. And then I have Goobers. That's what I have. Goobers, strawberry and peanut butter, and Goobers, grape and peanut butter. So I was like, you know what? Screw it. I made myself a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with my keto bread. Right? Now, when I made it, I was like, all I needed was some glass of white milk. I was like, I didn't have it. I didn't have chocolate milk, which, by the way, I should start buying that again. I was like, man, you gotta have milk with your peanut butter and jelly. I had no milk, and I was eating peanut butter and jelly as is. I was like, damn it. For some reason, when you have peanut butter and jelly sandwich and you mix it with a glass of milk, ooh, that is like mother's milk. Yes, it is. So I was like, man, screw it. If anybody's wondering, it was Goobers peanut butter and grape jelly. That's what I had. And I was like, oh, man. And I was eating it. I was enjoying it. I loved it. I love peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I really do. A la peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, And I had that. And next thing you know, I just had no glass of milk. I was like, you know what? Screw this. I'll eat it anyway. And I did. And I enjoyed it. I had a nice sandwich, ate the whole thing. But I mean, without a glass of milk, peanut butter and jelly is just like a standalone. You're like, damn it. It would have washed down perfectly. A nice cold glass of milk, right? I didn't have that. Now, the next time I go grocery shopping, I'm buying chocolate milk and white milk, And that's what I'm going to do. Yes, we need to get together. Peace and love. You know what I mean? So I was like, damn it, man. Don't get me wrong. The sandwich tastes great, but without the milk, it would taste so much better with milk. You know what I mean? Well, maybe want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. If anybody have seen the movie Bullet with Steve McQueen, there's a scene where the nurse gives him like a tray of food. I guess because it was like early in the morning, he didn't eat something. There was a crime that happened, and all of a sudden, like he went to this back room. It was Wonder Bread in 2 planes of peanut butter and jelly. And next thing you know, he's eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And that was like, ooh, that looks good. He must have put a lot of peanut butter and a lot of jelly. So I was like, man, tomorrow I'm going to make myself a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So that's what I did when I came home. I was like, you know what? I'm having me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And I did. It was really good. And I enjoyed it. That's a good thing about goobers. Hold on. It's all there. It's all there. It's all connected. You know, you don't have to wander around. I can't find the jelly, or you're like, oh my goodness, there's only one slab of jelly left. You know, not on goobers. Strawberries there, the grape is right there, all together with the peanut butter and jelly right there in a jar. So you don't have to scramble looking for jelly. It's right there. But man, it was enjoyable. I liked it. The one thing about goobers is like when you scoop that thing up, it knows the spread knife. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, we're not giving you a dabble. We're giving you a full double. You know what I mean? It was like it took over the whole knife. Like the peanut butter jelly, like the Goobers peanut butter had a mind of its own. Like, you know what? Jerry's ain't gonna go for a little scoop. We're gonna give him the entire shovel. You know what I mean? And next thing you know, I'm looking at my spreading knife. I was like, whoa, I didn't want that much. You know, I did not even bother to make my hand go deep into the jar and scoop it. So I had the amount that I wanted and spread it on. I don't like my bread toasted. That's the thing. When I have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, I don't like my bread toasted. I just wanted untoasted bread right there and just enjoy it. But damn it, had I had a glass of milk, it would have been superb. Like a glass of wine with fish, red wine with steak, you know? But I did not have that. Wait a minute. Do I have glasses down? Let me see here. Glasses. There you go. No. Champagne. Let me try champagne. Champagne. There you go. Oh man. So last night I was going downstairs and get some ice for my drink. And unexpectedly, unknowingly, there was a bat flying around my house. Right? Nothing bad happened. Nobody got bit. But it freaked me and my brother out. And we just wanted to get this bat out of the house. We grabbed blankets and towels. And we opened up the front door just to get it out. And then finally, I think no less than 5 minutes, we got the bat out of the house. You know, the bat was unharmed, you know, and the bat just flew out. Like, hey, man, I'm out of here. You guys are no fun. You know, you guys got no weed, no alcohol. We're out of here, man. But that thing was like the size of a peanut. But when it spread its wings, it was a condor. You know, I was like, damn it. So we managed just to scare it off. Two grown men. We were like, oh, you know. we were like women. Oh, ew. I was like, oh my Lord, man, what are we gonna do about this bat? And just got into the house, and within like no less than 5 minutes, we finally got it out. So we were just happy that it was out of the house. And and then the next thing you know, I was sweating. Not in fear, but I just didn't want to get bitten. I didn't want that thing to start flying into the base or upstairs into our bedroom. I managed to just say, you know what? I got this little damn rabies infected bitch of a bat out of the house. It was just flying around, you know. I'm like, hey guys, I'm here to have a good time. Or it's a sign that I could be the next Dark Knight. No, damn it. Oh my goodness, man. We were screaming. Had I caught it on video, it would have been great to post it on TikTok, but I didn't do that because it just caught me off guard. It was unexpected. And my cell phone was upstairs in my bedroom, which is why I couldn't get to it. Damn it. Oh man. But yeah, it was flying around and it hung around for a little while. It was like, you know what? Let me hang here, cool down because I'm exhausted. You know, next thing you know, we're like, oh my goodness, just grab it, ready, and all of a sudden, so finally, after 5 minutes, we left the door wide open, and after that, we managed to. That thing just flew out on its own. Thank God, man. Thank God. Oh my God, man. Freaking bats. That's why I can't wait till winter. I really cannot wait. I can't wait for fall. You know what I mean? Because there's no bats. We'll be stupid enough to fly in, you know, hot weather. Hello, 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 hello. There's a lot of people coming on. How you doing? Who's this person? Just to say hello. Hello, Steamy. How are you? Intimate one-on-one calls for steamy, heartfelt moments. Um, sure. Okay. Hi. There you go. Rain Maya. Hello, hello. Well, Steamy is still on here. How you doing, Steamy? All right. Cool, 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 cool. Yeah, so the bat was just flying around, and how I caught it was when I was coming downstairs. I saw this something like I was like flapping, and I was like, "Oh my God, what the hell?" And I yelled at my brother, "Dude, it's a bat!" He just saw it. You know, he crouched down. Yeah, for a little thing, that was a frightening little thing, you know. But we managed to just not let it fly up into the bedrooms or into the basement. We managed just to open up the front door and just to make sure it's like, well, there's a wall here. I can't go. There's a wall over here. I can't go in there. So finally, you know what? There's this door. I'm out of here. You guys serve me. It didn't offer me drinks. You know, screw all y'all. I'm out of here, man. No, leave me alone. I'm gone. The bat just flew out on its own. I quickly just slammed the door. That would have been funny if the bat just like knocked on the door and said, "You know what? Can I use the bathroom before I continue my flying?" You know, like, damn it, no. Or just like a hard knock, like you know, hear the bat say, "Oh, y'all gonna kick me out?" Boom. You know, do I have any sound effect of a knock? Let me see here. Knocking. Yeah, there it is. I can use that. There we go. Okay. Oh my lord. Who is it? It's the bat.
No, right?
Oh God. Oh my God. You don't understand, man. Where I live near trees and forests. I guess you can say that. So off and on you see a chipmunk run by. There's a lot of squirrels. Late at night you can see a skunk or a raccoon. There's a lot of hummingbirds. Right now they're coming out now because I guess they're trying to get their last ditch of nectar before the winter comes. They're harmless, you know what I mean? I've seen them come really close to me. Like you're not a plant and just takes off, you know? So there's a lot of hummingbirds where I live. Ellen Hall, how you doing? They're harmless. I like to get one near my house. I'm planning to buy this hummingbird nectar fountain, whatever else called, and just to see a hummingbird up close and personal, you know? There's a lot of them where I live. A lot of them. But they zip by so fast. You can barely see them, man. But yeah. You know, it is what it is, you know. But there was a bat and it flew out, and we're happy. I'm happy that the damn thing is out of my house, you know. Oh man. Yeah, man. I don't know what to cook tomorrow for dinner either. I'm thinking about lasagna would take too much time. Lasagna. I can cook lasagna. Except I make mine 5 stacks, layered thick, excuse me, with meat and cheese. I stack my lasagna. And people are like, damn, dude, you have to use 4 stacks? Shut up. I layer mine. Unlike some people use 3 layers, I put 4 to 5 layers on. All right? I want to get the full fulfillment of lasagna. Leave me alone, damn it. Then I thought about, you know what? Should I make some empanadas? And I was like, man, they're easy to make. I like making them. They're fun being made. So I said, you know what? I'm going to make some empanadas tomorrow. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to post it on TikTok. Except when I make my empanadas, I make with potatoes, diced potatoes, egg whites, and then I grab the pork and the beef and the meat and I mix it all up. And then that's how I make my empanadas. Except I make my empanadas big, you know? So tomorrow I will be making some empanadas. I made that decision yesterday. No, today. Because I kept thinking, because when you make lasagna, you got to boil the lasagna. And then after that, you got to cook the meat. And then how I've learned to make it, some chef told me, he's like, get the ricotta cheese and mozzarella cheese. And you put that in a pot and you mix it. I was like, He said, should I put the tomato sauce in there too? I was like, if you want to, you're the one making it. You know, I was like, you don't have to separate everything. You put everything all at once, you're good to go. I was like, genius. Never thought about that. I was like, So yeah, tomorrow's empanada day. I'm going to be making a video and show it to everybody. I'm real excited, to cook some empanadas tomorrow. Oh man, it's going to take a lot of work, a lot of grease, a lot of frying. So I'm going to be well prepared. I got my cooking apron ready. And I'm like, oh Lord, here we go. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm good. I'm good. And the more I talk, the more I feel better of what I'm going through right now. So I appreciate everybody here coming on, staying on. And, it's hard when people go through some things right now. If you're often like going through some changes in your life or someone's not reaching out, reach out to them. Try any way you can possible, man. Sometimes people just want to be left alone. Don't force yourself. Don't force yourself. It's the worst thing you can do. Just let them breathe. Let them have their space. Let them have time to clear their minds. And then, when the time is right and they're ready to talk, yeah. Then like, hey, what's going on in the world? Hey, what's happening with me? What's happening with you? The worst thing you can do is like try to force it out of them, because that way, if you do that, then they'll drift apart. But it's okay from time to time. You can reach out to them and say, hey, I'm here if you need me. You want to talk, reach out. I got you. Some people like it. Some people don't like it. The ones that don't like it, don't force it on them. You know what I mean? That's like I said, you could drift them away. You could be like, dude, no. And that's like the worst thing you can do. But besides all that, ladies and gentlemen, just be patient, show love, show understanding, show some consideration. And then, like I said, when that person's ready, get a cup of coffee, go out for a nice drink, go for some ice cream or something, and then we can shoot the breeze. And then hopefully, God willing, everything will fall into place. And then hopefully things can go back the way they were. Time will tell. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for listening to another episode of the Jerry Torres program. As you all well know, I am an accomplished author. I have written a book entitled Chinese Food for Breakfast. You can find my book either on lulu.com, that is LULU, or on Amazon Kindle. And it's an ebook. You can download the book, read the book anytime, anywhere on your phone, tablet, or your laptop. And the book is only $4, people. So you're not going to be breaking the bank. So download the book today and enjoy a good read. Also, listen to my good friend Latice Mitchell's Tice Talk. She's in the works of making a comeback. Yes, there it is. So we are doing a show August 15th. It is a fundraiser show. I'll definitely post and make a video and post it up. I'm really looking forward to performing with my friend Latice. It has been a while because she really kicks ass on that stage. And I'm so glad she invited me to come down and get some stage time and just have fun. So if you're interested in listening to Latice Mitchell's podcast show, you can find her on TikTok, Instagram, or on YouTube. You can listen to her previous podcast shows. And the title of her podcast is called Tice Talk. She talks about life, fun, relationships, her family. She talks about it on the stage, and she also talks about it on her podcast. So remember her name, Latice Mitchell, is Latice, Tice Talk. So listen to Latice Mitchell's Tice Talk.
Monster Truck.
Tice Talk with Latice Mitchell.
You just got pwned.
Remember, Tice, Latice, Talk.
Get wrecked.
Tice Talk.
Sunday.
And listen to Gordo B's new song. Gordo B's new album just came out. You can find him on TikTok, Instagram, or on YouTube. His new album is out right now. I heard it. I liked it. I loved it. It's kind of the hip hop where in my era, it was called rap. You got to understand what the lyrics were about. And unlike today, I'm not putting down artists, but sometimes I'm like, what the hell are they talking? What the hell are they talking about? I need an interpreter to translate for me what the hell they're saying. But not Gordo B. He's bringing that old school style back, man. So listen to Gordo B. His hip hop or music is so good. It's entertaining. It's the type where you just put your headsets on, just like that. Just feel the groove, man. Let the coolness hit your vertebrae. So find Gordo B again on TikTok, Instagram, or on YouTube. And Gordo B is spelled Gordo, big letter B. All right. Also, listen to Funky Times. You can find them on TikTok, Instagram, or on YouTube. This band is a great band. They mix it up with funk, jazz, rock. They know how to make music and make music right. If you're interested in hiring them for a special event, send them a message. You can find them again on TikTok, Instagram, or on YouTube. And let them know what the event is about. Hire them. You won't regret it because it's original music that we all need. And so find them. Excuse me, Funky Times. Speaking of Funky Times, I use their music to close my show. And a 3, 2, and a 1, and a 1, and a 2, and a 3. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to another edition episode of the Jerry Torres program. As I always say towards the end of my podcast, whatever religious figure you believe in, may you be blessed. I bid you all a fondue. I'll be back. So I ask you all, please don't go changing. I'm gone, get gone, and bye.
Powered by Riverside.
Powered by Riverside FM.
Limited time offer. No purchase necessary. Offer valid at participating locations. Void where prohibited. No animals were harmed during the production of this soundboard. Subject to change without notice. Side effects include dry mouth, occasional pig snort or two, sore stomach, teary eyes, achy jaws, and whatever tingles well. Laughing heart.
You've just heard the Jerry Torres program on Spotify and on Riverside FM. Plus, you can find his podcast affiliates on YouTube, Instagram, or on you can find his podcast shows on other podcast affiliates. Or you can subscribe to his podcast episode on Spotify. Subscribe to any of his issues and listen to his previous podcast shows. Also, listen to the Jerry Torres program because he will help your heart, mind, and soul, and he will deliver you magic.